Have you ever heard the story of the two builders? It's a classic, but stick with me, because it has a powerful lesson about how we build our own lives. Imagine two men, both skilled builders, hired to construct houses right next to each other. They're given identical blueprints, the same high-quality materials, and the same deadline. Let's call them Alex and Ben. Alex is all about speed and efficiency. He looks at the plans and thinks, how can I get this done faster and with less effort? He sees the specs for the foundation, which require deep, reinforced concrete footings. That's overkill, he mutters to himself. No one will ever see the foundation anyway, so he digs just deep enough to look legitimate, uses less rebar than specified, and pours a thinner slab of concrete. He saves himself a few days of hard labor right from the start. Ben, on the other hand, studies the blueprints with respect. He understands that the foundation is the most critical part of the entire structure. He spends days digging deep trenches, carefully laying the rebar exactly as the plans demand, and pouring a thick, solid foundation. It's grueling, back-breaking work. While Alex is already framing the first floor, Ben is still down in the dirt, ensuring every detail is perfect. Alex even strolls over, a smirk on his face, and says, "Still playing in the mud, Ben? At this rate, I'll be done before you've even finished the ground floor." Ben just smiles and replies, "A house is only as strong as its foundation." Meanwhile, Ben works methodically. Every stud is perfectly aligned and secured with the correct number of nails. He meticulously solders every copper pipe joint, pressure testing the system to ensure there are zero leaks. He runs the electrical wiring neatly, securing it properly and using the specified gauges. He takes his time with the insulation, making sure there are no gaps. His progress is slower, less flashy. To an outside observer, it might look like he's falling behind. Alex often finishes his workday early, while Ben is still on site, double-checking his work from that day. Finally, the day comes when both houses are finished. On the surface, they look almost identical. Both have beautiful siding, pristine windows, and freshly painted walls. Alex's house was completed 2 weeks ahead of schedule. The owner is thrilled and gives him a bonus for his speed. He's hailed as a master of efficiency. Ben finishes right on the deadline. The owner is pleased with the quality but doesn't offer a bonus. Alex feels vindicated. He boasts to anyone who will listen, "See? All that extra effort Ben put in was for nothing. We ended up in the same place, but I got paid more and finished early. For a while everything seems fine. The families move in. The kids play in the yards. The houses look like perfect homes. Then the seasons change. The first big storm rolls in. It's not a hurricane, just a strong, windy day with heavy rain. In Alex's house, the windows begin to rattle ominously. A faint whistling sound comes from the walls where the insulation is patchy. The homeowner notices a small, damp spot appearing on the ceiling in the living room. "Probably just settling," he tells his wife, trying to sound reassuring. In Ben's house, it's quiet. The sturdy windows don't budge. The walls are silent. The house feels like a fortress against the storm. The family inside barely even notices the weather, cozy and secure. A few years go by. The small problems in Alex's house start to multiply. The damp spot on the ceiling has grown into a large, ugly stain. A plumber discovers the cheap fittings Alex used have corroded, causing a slow leak inside the walls that has now rotted the wood. The floorboards in the kitchen begin to creak and warp. The lights flicker constantly, and an electrician discovers a dangerous overloaded circuit that's a serious fire hazard. The homeowner has to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on repairs, one after another. And then comes the real test. A once-in-a-generation storm hits the region, with ferocious winds and torrential rain. The family in Alex's house is terrified. The entire structure groans and shifts. Shingles are torn from the roof. A window shatters, sending glass flying. They huddle together in the basement, listening to the horrifying sounds of their home being torn apart. The shallow foundation, which Alex had skimped on, begins to shift in the water-saturated soil. Cracks spiderweb up the walls. The house, built on a weak foundation, cannot withstand the pressure. Next door, the family in Ben's house also hears the storm raging. But the sound is muffled, distant. The house is solid. It doesn't shake or groan. The deep, reinforced foundation Ben so painstakingly built holds firm, anchoring the house to the ground. The properly nailed frame and sheathing resist the powerful winds. Not a single drop of water gets in. The family is safe. When the storm passes and the sun comes out, the difference is stark and tragic. Ben's house is standing tall, completely unscathed, a testament to quality and integrity. Alex's house is a ruin. Its walls have collapsed, the roof is caved in, and the foundation is cracked beyond repair. It's a total loss. This story isn't just about building houses. It's about building our lives. The foundation is our character, our values, our education. It's the hard work we do when no one is watching. The framing is our career, our relationships, our skills. The finishing touches are the daily choices we make. Every time we choose the easy way out, take a shortcut, or compromise on our principles, we're Alex. We're digging a shallow foundation. It might look good for a while. We might even get ahead faster than others. But we're building a life that is vulnerable, one that can't withstand the inevitable storms that come our way. A job loss, a health crisis, a relationship struggle. Every time we choose to do things the right way, even when it's harder and takes longer, we're Ben. We're investing in our foundation. We're building resilience, strength, and integrity into the very core of who we are. When the storms of life hit, and they will hit, we'll have a structure that can stand firm. So ask yourself, are you building your life like Alex or like Ben? Are you looking for shortcuts, or are you building something of lasting value? The choices you make today, especially the ones nobody else sees, are your foundation. Build it strong. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that makes you think.